So, my family is a mess and I just need to vent. I, 27F, have 4 siblings, B1, 30M, S1, 29F, B2, 25M, and S2, 22F. We grew up with divorced parents. Dad was supposed to pay child support, but it was all over the place, sometimes full, sometimes late, sometimes nothing. Mom was the one actually raising us, working 2 jobs most of the time. We're all adults now. You'd think child support wouldn't even come up anymore, but last weekend at a family dinner, it turned into WW3. B1 suddenly says, "Honestly, I should have gotten more child support. I was the oldest, had to do the most, and carried more responsibility." S1 immediately shot back, "Don't even. You moved out at 18 and left me with the younger 3. I was the one babysitting and missing out on my life. If anyone deserved more, it was me." Then B2 chimes in, "Actually, Dad was making the most money when I was in school, so technically, the biggest payments came during my years. But all of you wasted it. If anything, I should get reimbursed." S2, the youngest, slammed her hand on the table and yelled, "Are you kidding? By the time I was old enough, Dad basically stopped paying. You guys got braces, new clothes, birthday parties. I got scraps. If anyone deserves compensation, it's me." At this point, everyone turned to me like I was the deciding vote. I just said, "You guys know child support was for Mom to keep the lights on, right? It wasn't some kind of personal savings account for us." They all lost it. They started dragging up old grudges, who got braces, who got a sweet 16, who got new sneakers instead of hand-me-downs. It got so loud that my mom had to step in. She didn't even raise her voice, just looked at everyone and said, "None of you are getting a dime. Sit down and eat your dinner." End of discussion. Everyone went quiet, sulking like little kids. I honestly couldn't stop laughing at how absurd it was. Grown adults fighting over child support that ended over a decade ago. Update 1. Okay, so I need to give a proper update because the sibling group chat completely blew up overnight, and I'm not even exaggerating. After last night's dinner, S2 sent a novel in the group chat outlining exactly how much she thinks each of us owes her. She even made a spreadsheet, broken down by year, with categories like emotional damage, missed birthday opportunities, braces and medical expenses, and hand-me-down adjustments. Her final total? $6,200 from the 4 of us combined. She was very serious about deadlines. B2 immediately replied with screenshots of old court documents showing Dad's payments during his childhood. His argument? If we're paying S2, then technically everyone owes me too because I received the largest payments during my years. I call it retroactive equity. He even suggested we hire a neutral accountant to calculate everything. S1 jumped in with, "I want to add interest on top of everything because I had to raise the younger siblings after B1 moved out. That's emotional labor, and I want it compensated too." She also dug up old photos of birthday parties and receipts for things like school supplies and argued that the value of what she got versus what B1 and B2 got was completely unfair. B1, of course, didn't take this lying down. He replied, "You all wouldn't have survived without my guidance. I set the standard, I carried responsibility, and therefore I deserve, well, respect, but also at least $1,000 from each of you for mental anguish." Meanwhile, my phone has been buzzing nonstop with messages like, "Fine, but you all have to reimburse me for when I had to share my bedroom with 2 siblings for years. I want receipts for Mom's groceries from 2006 to 2010. I'm deducting unfair spending from my total owed. I've already started tracking inflation adjustments. You all owe me more than S2's original claim. And Mom?" She just sent a single gif of Kermit sipping tea with the caption, "I told you none of you are getting a dime." I feel like I'm trapped in a time warp where every single childhood injustice is suddenly monetizable. At this rate, we'll be calculating interest on a leftover Hot Wheels car from 2008. I honestly don't know whether to laugh, cry, or block everyone. My therapist would probably have a field day with this family.